former IBF and WBA World Middleweight Champion, Daniel Real Deal Geale. The five-time World Champion, Miguel Cotto.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Miguel Cotto. A prelude to what takes place tonight. Sir, back to Canelo with something equally as first punch of the fight is a hard.
This bigger guy know that he must beware.
We told you about stop Miguel Cotto from landing left hooks. He will not have a chance to win the fight.
No, but size advantage is pronounced. I know Miguel Cotto's obviously the stockier guy, but Geale is a much bigger guy.
The night was electric. The crowd roared in anticipation, flags waved high, the red, white, and blue of Puerto Rico shimmering in rhythm with the gold and green pride of Australia. Two fighters stood at opposite ends of the ring, each carrying not just gloves, but the weight of expectation, honor, and legacy. In one corner stood Miguel Cotto, compact, determined, eyes burning with quiet intensity. A veteran of brutal wars inside the squared circle, Cotto was no stranger to pain, pressure, or the price of greatness. Every bead of sweat on his brow told a story of discipline and fire. Opposite him was Daniel Geale, taller, lean, focused. An Australian warrior with
always has a good left hand, period.
And there's the great left hook to the body right there.
His body.
Left hook to the body. So the money punch is back in a very big way.
Unless someone get into this fight, we could see a change here.
How should Geale
good
move?
left hook to the body at that, Jim.
That's sort of like Miguel saying hello. Three-punch combination, but the punches were glancing blows. Didn't land
on television. We have monitors here, and it doesn't look as obvious on TV as live here. To 47 to 54 to the middleweight division.
Well, if you're looking for Geale for Cotto to land that left-hand shot.
And he constantly lands it to the head and to the body.
It's just the amount of...
And that was the weapon that he used to neutralize the speed of Shane Mosley back.
A reasonable expectation is that he would have rehydrated, trying to stop that left hook, was landing jabs upstairs.
And Cotto also knows that he can swap a left hook for anything that Geale throws.
And there he is. Triple G at ringside.
Do not let him come to you, okay? Do not let him get off first, okay? All right, that's the key, okay?
Excuse me, both fighters threw 41 punches by CompuBox count in round one. Cotto landed 14, Geale landed 9.
One thing about a good puncher in professional boxing, if you can punch, you pretty much can punch at any weight class.
Cotto landed another.
Let's talk about the way he moves. I mean, he's using that ring beautifully. Circles to the left.
With him in weight has been impressive, both against Sergio Martinez, and you've seen some hard shots here tonight so far.
Well, that's the one thing.
Cotto made his presence known.
Iron chin and a relentless motor. He had come to make a statement, to carve his name in history with an upset that would echo across oceans. He bounced on his toes, ready to defy odds, ready to fight. The bell rang. Round 1. They circled cautiously, testing range, reading each other like seasoned chess players. Cotto moved with sharp, calculated steps, not a wasted motion. Geale jabbed, prodded, trying to disrupt the rhythm, trying to keep the Puerto Rican off balance. But Cotto, he was patient. Like a storm building quietly. By round 2, the pace quickened. Geale threw combination.
And he really wants to because he can't afford.
While Roy was speaking early in that sequence, you saw Cotto land to the body. Again, Geale moves away coming in. It's difficult to define other than that there's no X factor.
He came in weighing at the junior middleweight division, so he has to do something to let. And those body shots.
That was obviously priority one for Freddie Roach, to put the left hook back into the arsenal. Geale touches the canvas with a glove, and referee Harvey Dock rules it not a knockdown.
He's putting the money in the bank from round one. And so those shots have a cumulative effect. Doesn't mean he should. Freddie wants to see an aggressive, in-charge Miguel Cotto coming forward.
What happened and how did it come back?
Well, he wasn't really setting it up
Against Delvin Rodriguez. That was obvious. There's just no weapon for Daniel Geale, which can change a fight the way Cotto can change it with his left hook.
Well,
Maybe Cotto's greatest performance. A decision win over Mosley across the river and more solid blows down the stretch of the fight.
Turned boxer late in that fight, but Freddie...
But Geale has not proven yet that he really can hurt Cotto with one punch. So Cotto,
Because it's 10, 12 shots hard with both hands to the body every round.
doesn't want to let Geale get it. Guys were preparing for it, so he wouldn't throw it as much. When guys start looking for a punch, size may change it, Jim. You got to be careful here because he's doing a good job of moving around. Now
Cotto's doing a real good job, I think, tonight, blocking with his shoulders. Roy slipping punches with Mosley was still more or less in his prime.
Saying that Cotto has now doubled Geale in terms of landed punches. Knocks Geale back into the ropes for the right hand.
right there.
Some landing, some glancing off Cotto's guard. But there was a look in Cotto's eyes. He had seen what he needed to. He was closing in. Then, in round 4, it happened. A sudden shift. Geale stepped in just a bit too forward, his guard slightly down. In a flash, Cotto unleashed a thunderous left hook that crashed into Geale's jaw like hammer striking stone. Time froze. The crowd gasped. Geale wobbled, his legs betrayed him. Cotto pounced, launching a precision combination, left to the body, right upstairs, another crushing hook. Geale fell to the canvas. The silence in that second was deafening.
Two different classes of fighters.
Now he's avoiding the left hook better. He's big enough to absorb some of this punishment. They're showing a lot of defensive moves. Great left and right shots to the body, but he's very...
On a night when CompuBox counted the two fighters landing an identical number of punches,
By and large, has been doing it tonight, although there have been plenty of stretches like this.
season this fight.
hard left hook to the body by Cotto.
That's been Geale's best punch so far, is that right hand.
Moments ago, you saw the CompuBox number on the...
You never let the guy get momentum, especially when he already has a size advantage on your fighter. You have to use your best weapons, which are your left hook to the head and your left hook to the body. So
But Cotto is of a certain class of fighter where he's been able, as Roy said, not only to carry his punch
and last for a little while. He's naturally a very tough, but he's very defensive. He stays low when he punches. That's always a great thing.
Either way, but you know, no one was going to have a cakewalk with that Shane Mosley.
Well, I thought Cotto...
You know, Jim, I love the way Miguel Cotto circles and sets up that left hook. I mean, we see the left hook.
Geale continuing to move to the right from time to time and put himself into...
Where he shows off his boxing skills.
Along with the rest of the Cotto family.
Stand in front of him. All right? My head moving all.
The referee counted. Geale tried to rise, brave as ever. But his body wouldn't listen. His warrior spirit was willing, but the damage was done. The ref waved it off. The crowd exploded. Miguel Cotto stood tall, fists raised, sweat and glory dripping from him. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A reminder to the boxing world that the heart of a champion never fades. Geale, ever the sportsman, nodded with respect. He had stood toe-to-toe with one of the game's finest. And though he fell, he fought with honor. That night, under the bright lights and roaring crowd, one punch changed everything. And the legacy of Miguel Cotto was etched deeper into the story of boxing, one knockout at a time.
Daniel Geale tells a New York referee he's had enough in the ring. A sensational performance by Miguel Cotto. Ring announcer Michael Buffer stands by with the particulars on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Harvey Dock has to step in following the second knockdown in round number 4. The end comes at 1 minute, 28 seconds of that round. The winner by TKO victory, Miguel Cotto.
Because you went from boxing very smartly to looking like Joe Frazier with that left hook on the top.
I just tried to do my best. I caught him with a really hard left hook, and I just wanted to repeat it again.
We'll show it.